Cool Jazz Collection is one of our beloved flagship libraries, and here we have a version 2 update that takes all of the charm and beauty and cool jazz era style of playing that's so idiomatic to that genre and specific to that world, and lifts it to all of the contemporary ways that our libraries function, with the overlay threshold functionality front and center, with all the articulations dynamically able to be accessed via velocity or any CC of your choosing, along with our legato expert mode and the fast slow adaptive velocity and speed controls as well. If we take a look at the interface, we can see that the overlay threshold functionality is front and center as always, with our key switching, overlaying, performance modes as well for some pre-baked immediate ways to interact with this library or build your own entirely from the overlay functionality as well. This is the muted trumpet as it sounds out the box, which is probably the most idiomatic kind of quality of this genre of music, with that kind of heavily harmon muted trumpet sound. So beautiful. It's kind of very of the Miles Davis way of playing, where the whole concept behind it, in his own words, is to not wiggle the horn too much, so you kind of don't get that kind of natural vibrato that you might have from either a classical player or those kind of earlier jazz trumpeters. Miles Davis really kind of pioneered that sound of just keeping the pure tone with maybe a subtle quiver to the overall kind of texture of the performance. Onto the staccatos with mute. Great for fast lines. The falls. I really love those. So you can really hear the instrument kind of falling through the valves. You can hear the breath of the player. It's really very cool. Now we're on to the non-muted sound of the trumpet. Really hear the dynamic range built into this instrument, as well as that beautiful legato that's just very sweeping. You can hear the valves kind of moving through. That's awesome. Okay, staccato with the non-mute. Very cool. And the falls. Very cool. Okay, on to the saxophone now. So the saxophone again, same setup here with the overlay threshold functionality, some true legato functionality in there as well. The core of this instrument is the kind of expressive longs. Which has this beautiful slow vibrato ending to the note, so it's kind of drawn out, long, kind of expressive, dynamic crescendo almost to every note, and then it just kind of bleeds into this beautiful natural vibrato, all performed live and to kind of idiomatically capture that kind of Coltrane way of playing. Great for really fast lines as well. Very, very flexible. In this performance mode 1, we have the trills loaded in the bottom of the sound as well. So if I play softly, we'll get the adaptive semitone or whole tone trills based on the scale you're playing. Very cool. And then at the very top is the falls. In that higher register, we get that beautiful rip up to the note. That's so cool. Okay, let's go to key switching and explore the staccatos. Such a cool sound. It's really biting. You can really hear that reed kind of attack the falls, which you've already heard. Trills, again, we've already heard this. This is scale sensitive. We come to our scale link mode here. We can choose a key, or we can override for semitones or whole tones. Turn off true legato and hold a chord in the key and you'll really get some cool sounds. That is awesome. Okay, now the screams. Now the screams are kind of the extended pitch effect you can do on a saxophone, where you kind of like overblow the reed to create these screaming notes. Super aggressive, really cool sounding. These have a limit, so when you get down to the lower register, it just diverts back to a standard kind of forte performance. And then the screams start, because that's kind of the pitch that you can actually perform these at. Again, if we were to go into kind of a performance mode and maybe change the top from the falls to the screams, we can access those on the fly. Super flexible and super useful. Okay, onto the piano. So this is a nice, simple, upright piano, really beautiful, delicate sound. Kind of the idea is to embody that kind of Bill Evans kind of quality, understated. I just really love the tone of this piano. It's very raw, it's very subtle, and it sits beautifully within the context of this library from a mix perspective as well. It's just out the box, great. Okay, onto the upright bass. Again, such an awesome, beautiful, rounded, warm bass texture here, with so much texture in the higher kind of slapping end as well. You can really hear that kind of string slapping against the fretboard. I love it, so great. And the stopped is kind of still a almost long articulation, maybe like a Mercato, but just has a defined end. It's really lovely. Again, just so human sounding, raw and beautiful. Okay, onto the drums then, the final stop in this library. So here, something that's cool is we've got brush and sticks. So here's the brush on the snare and the toms. And the sticks. Brushes are kind of the more idiomatic sound, perhaps. It's really kind of dealer's choice there, but I love the sound of the brushes. We also have up on the middle C just the sound of a brush groove. It's very cool, and then we can just place in some snare hits to kind of accent things there. Very cool, awesome sounding drum kit. Again, just very idiomatic of the style and the genre. Putting all these instruments together can really create that beautiful, cool jazz environment really effortlessly and just straight out of the box. Okay, that's been the Cool Jazz Collection, Cool Era Jazz Ensemble. Head to insanitysamples.com for more information, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.